when lives are on the line.
Are there any obvious injuries?
These men and women will risk theirs.
The lad who was driving got blood coming out of his face.
To save yours.
RTC trap.
They deal with the most serious injuries.
The patient is described as bleeding heavily.
Directly below his ear.
There's a lot of blood there.
The most critical illnesses.
The reports of a male who's in cardiac arrest, and without any action, the patient will die.
The 2 Yorkshire Air Ambulances cover Britain's biggest county.
He's fallen 30 foot from the roof.
Oh, yeah. He's got a big cut to his head.
5 million people rely on them.
All right, sorry, sweetheart.
To deliver cutting-edge emergency medicine.
We're just going to go to sleep. He's not looking particularly good.
At high speed.
If you can activate your major hemorrhage protocol.
Every day brings high stakes.
There's been an explosion and the patient has got severe facial injuries. Potentially this is going to be a difficult airway, so when we get the anaesthetic, I'll have a look, I'll tell you what I can see.
High risks.
What's the job?
Car's racing. One car's hit another car. See if we can get you out and we'll check you over from there, buddy.
He's got a very tender tummy. You can bleed into your abdominal cavity. Nothing spills on the floor, but you can be bleeding to death.
And high drama.
He's got quite significant elevation on his ECG, which is suggestive of a heart attack.
Just try not to panic.
It's a wintry morning at Air Ambulance HQ, and the team aren't going anywhere by air. A computer fault has left the helicopter grounded at the worst possible time. An ambulance crew has asked for help from Dr. Andy and the team.
We've just been dispatched to a job in Otley. The information that we've been given is that there's been an explosion and the patient has got severe facial injuries. Unfortunately, the aircraft's offline for maintenance at the moment, so we're attending in the car. So we're a little way off, but yeah, we'll see if we can get there and see if we can help in any way.
Dr. Andy's clinical skills could be essential to the victim's survival. His experience and the ability to anaesthetise the patient will be vital.
Yeah, there's not a lot of information coming from scene at the moment, other than male in his 40s, combative.
So if he's very combative, they might struggle, mightn't they?
1818, we've got resources talking about leaving the scene and they're wanting you to meet them en route.
The crew are struggling to manage. They think that he does need an emergency anaesthetic to help manage him. They're probably in a position to leave scene in a few minutes, and obviously we don't want somebody just sitting around waiting for us to get there. So we're potentially just going to arrange to rendezvous with the crew on the way to hospital, just to get him to hospital as quickly as he can.
Paramedic Andy is talking to the local ambulance crew carrying the patient.
If you guys can pull up at Golden Acre Park, that's probably a good place for us to meet if your driver knows how to get there, Robert.
The team are going to turn a picnic area into a makeshift operating theatre.
There they are. Should we go into the car park? Yeah.
The plan is to anaesthetise the man, who has very serious facial injuries.
If you can just pull up just here and we'll pop him to sleep at the back if we need to.
The devastating effects of the explosion have left their patient with difficulty breathing.
Hey, hope you're all right. So, do you want to get him off and set up? We'll do the kit dump and the drugs. Yeah.
James Gardner is a mechanical engineer who was removing the tyre when it burst, scattering fragments of rubber and wire.
So patient positioned as best we can, yeah. I'm going to sedate him and pre-oxygenate him in a second. Okay, so let's just... So we'll give him a bit of ketamine, then we'll get that on and we'll get him pre-oxygenated. Okay, let's just get through the rest of the checklist.
ECG, stats, blood pressure and capnography.
Have we got any monitoring on him? No. So we'll have to sedate him and then we'll do that, okay? It's a big lump here as well, isn't it? Yeah, just give us 2 seconds. Just want to make sure we've got stuff.
The team must act quickly, but they always stick to a strict checklist.
That's suction working, yeah, okay.
Another one is as well.
Yeah.
Ventilator checked.
We'll sort that afterwards.
Drugs drawn up,
Yeah.
labelled.
Yeah.
Bag of mass connected.
Yes,
Yeah.
CO2's not connected though. Yeah,
Pills.
okay.
We've got a bougie here.
Yeah, so we'll leave him a bit of stuff just to sedate him. Guys, so just a quick brief then of what we're going to do. So we're set him ready to go. In a sec, we're going to give him some ketamine to sedate him. We'll lay him down, we'll get all the monitoring on him as best we can. Once we're happy, we'll give him the rest of the anaesthetic and get him off to sleep. Is everybody happy with that? Yep. So let's just give him 30 mils of that, so 3 mils of that, 30 milligrams.
Could you just stop everybody coming in car park at the moment, if that's all right?
James's survival will depend on this operation.
Okay, so potentially this is going to be a difficult airway. So when we get the anaesthetic, I'll have a look, I'll tell you what I can see. Hopefully good view, bougie, tube in, repeat the primary survey and we go. If we struggle, if there's something I can change, I will. If not, eye gel, if that doesn't work, bag and mask, if that's not working, front of neck access, okay? So during this, ideally, are you happy to do cricoid? Yep. Sure. Can you do mils? For what it's worth. So, we're saturating at 100%. Now he's getting a bit braddy now. Okay, let's give the rest of the anaesthetic.
His heartbeat is slowing down.
We're going to give all of the fentanyl.
It's a bad sign.
This guy's going to arrest. We're going to need the hypertonic saline as well, actually, I think. Hang on a sec, he's getting more and more braddy. Let's just go with just the ketamine. Okay, let's just go. His sats are not good. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, not surprisingly, I've got a grade 1 view of the bottom of the cord. So
Andy is struggling to slide a tube down James's windpipe. It's vital they keep his airway open.
Bougies through the cord, tube please.
Tube's on. Tube's to you.
Just hang on a second, please. I've got the tube. Tube through the cord. Bougie out, please. Thank you.
James is now unconscious and more stable. The team are controlling his breathing.
Okay, Chris, your BP, please. Thank you. Cheers, thank you. If you take the tube, I'll take the... So we can get some head blocks on this guy now. We've got him paralysed, please. Yes, that's a good now. Okay, let's get him onto the vent and then we'll load him on and we'll go, okay?
They're going to make a dash for the major trauma centre at Leeds General Infirmary.
Yeah, let's go.
You move that police van, mate. He's got a lot of damage to his face. It looks like he's got some broken bones, a lot of soft tissue injury and some damage to one of his eyes. So he needs to get to hospital pretty quickly. During the RSI, his heart rate started to become quite erratic, which is a sign there can be other problems in the head. So they're just finishing packaging him and then they'll be off to Leeds. Andy, have you got all the kit that you want and all the drugs that you want?
Yes.
Cheers. See you later.
James is fighting for his life. If it hadn't been for the first paramedic on scene, he may not have survived.
Do you think he aspirated quite a lot before you guys got there?
Well, fire brigade had him on his back. That's why we made choice to put him on here, because you were bringing that much up, it was more settled.
Yeah.
I think a lot of agitation when he was bleeding into his mouth.
Yeah, he wasn't liking it.
So that's why we sat him up and he was a lot better with that.
Yeah.
When we first got there, he was semi-conscious with significant facial injuries. This chap was working on some form of tractor and we've had a tyre explosion. And the tyres exploded in his face. That's the initial reports. We'll obviously get that confirmed later on.
So it's quite big as well now, that's not good. I'm very concerned at the moment. So he's had a big force to his head and face. Obviously it's caused some severe facial trauma. That's obviously serious enough in its own right, but we're concerned with what's going on inside his head as well with that degree of force. Also, there was a lot of blood going into his airway and he was quite combative, so we've anaesthetised him, which has allowed us to protect his airway from any further blood going down into his lungs. It's allowed us to try to optimise his oxygenation and ventilation, which is good for the brain. And then, we'll continue the journey on to hospital where we'll have some scans and we can see exactly what is going on with him. But we're very concerned at the moment. Thank you.
At last, James is about to receive the critical care he desperately needs.
I've got it.
A full trauma team has been called to resus.
I'm going to take the tube as we go.
Steady and roll.
Fine, everybody listen up for the hand over, please.
36-year-old James Gardner, who's normally quite fit and well, and we believe the tyres exploded in his face.
So we rendezvoused at Golden Acre Park. At that point he was GCS, eyes 4 but not really meaningful. Voice was just very confused speech, rolling and thrashing around really. Sats weren't picking up particularly well. As Chris said, there's huge facial trauma. You can't really see the extent of it with that Thomas tube holder on. He was initially sedated, pre-oxygenated, RSI at 11:30. Since then, he's ventilated really well. I'll come and talk to you about the drugs afterwards.
In the next hour, James will go to theatre for life-saving emergency surgery. 12 hours a day, 365 days a year, RAF Topcliffe is at action stations. There are no exceptions, even for the festive season.
I've worked several Christmases, both out on the road. In fact, I've worked a lot of Christmases out on the road, and I've worked on the helicopter as well. Christmas Day, usually quite quiet. Boxing Day, New Year's Day, really busy. People like to get out and about as families.
Another place where it's business as usual is the racing town of Middleham, where trainee jockeys have to exercise their horses every day of the year.
99 from Air Desk. Yeah, I've got a job for you at Middleham. Over.
There's been a 999 call from the racing stables. Sammy and Adi are on the case.
Air Desk 99, we've lifted heading Midland, over.
Soon to be in the middle of nowhere to me. Yeah.
A horse rider, I'm guessing?
The team are heading west up Wensleydale. The weather is deteriorating.
I could think of better things to do with my time than...
On a foggy, rainy, coldy December day?
Yeah.
Maybe they got a new horse for Christmas.
Maybe.
The accidents happened on the gallops, where racehorses are exercised.
Visual landing area. Whatever you want to call it. Stables.
Yep.
Harry must be careful not to spook any of the thoroughbreds in the yard below.
That are probably fully loaded with expensive horses.
Yep. And I'll do a 270 round to land into wind.
Got those horses on the road, track, just at your 3 o'clock.
Yeah, visual with those. No more that I could see around.
A local ground ambulance crew are already treating the patient. Harry's landing next to them.
Little bit slopey nose up.
There's a mince pie in the back for you, Captain, whilst you're waiting.
Roger.
Dale's paramedic Pete Shaw is bringing the team up to speed.
She's got no neurological deficit to her arms or legs.
Yeah, lovely.
Chest expansion's good.
Lovely.
Abdo soft, no garden, no rebound tenderness, no pulsating masses.
Yeah.
Pelvis doesn't seem to be displaced at all. Legs, she's moving the legs. Can't check distal pulses because she's got boots on.
Yeah.
She's got a good radial pulse. I haven't got a BP, but she's got a good radial pulse.
It's fine, we're
good
not going to
breathing.
throw her.
Yeah.
So, pain score?
She hasn't given me one. She says she's that cold, she can't really get
Can't really feel.
Yeah.
Knock, Becky, permission to enter?
Becky Wright is an experienced rider.
You're in a bit of a pickle where you are, let alone anything else.
She is recovering from a previous neck injury. Her trainer dialed 999.
Keep hold of that so it keeps you dry.
Unfortunately today the horse has sort of jumped and kicked with her, got onto this hillish field that's a bit slippy, and I think he's actually gone one way, lost his legs, and she's gone the other way.
Becky was well equipped, but this was a serious fall.
This armour, does it have Velcro anywhere? No. Okay. Right, you stay still. We're going to pull your helmet off. Ready, steady. I have control. You stay still. We'll keep that. Okay.
I now have control.
You have control. Can I cut this jacket?
Sammy needs to examine her patient properly. It's feared she may have broken her neck.
Right, battery pack.
Underneath her, that's it, underneath there somewhere.
Did I?
He was laid on
I
top.
saw him. I saw him. Oh, it's there at her feet.
She's being wrapped in a heated blanket.
Gonna plug you in now.
We are. Thank you.
The team are regular visitors to the stables.
Ready, steady.
Oh, she's light.
She is.
Falls are almost a daily event. The jockeys often shrug them off, but this is more serious.
What time's your breakfast at? Because you guys often get up mega early.
Been in it 6 years. She's a good rider. She always has been, but she's probably the most one for falling off lately.
On a scale of 1 to 10, if 10 is the worst pain imaginable and 0 is none, what number would you say it is now?
I'm going to move it.
So if you don't move, it's 0? Let's stick with that plan then, eh? Let's not move. Patient.
We won a prize at Goodwood, which was a cash prize, but we gave it to the Air Ambulance. Such a great service, as you could see today. Within 10 minutes virtually, we had response to a girl who we don't know how badly injured she is.
They're going to fly her to the Regional Trauma Centre in Middlesbrough.
Hello, James Cook A&E. My name's Sammy. I'm a paramedic with Yorkshire Air Ambulance, the helicopter. Hi. I have a 26-year-old female trauma patient thrown over the head of a horse, landing on head and neck. We've collared boarded this young lady. The weather is inclement ++.
It's a 25-mile flight.
We'll go straight ahead to avoid the stables. Okay. Once we're all clear, then it'll be left unturned. Cool. Where we're going? Everyone happy? Yep.
But visibility is poor. It could slow Harry down, and Becky urgently needs x-rays.
She had a fall last week and wasn't medically checked out. Felt well enough to ride, fallen again and injured her neck again. She is stable, she's very wet and cold, quite claustrophobic, but her obs are really good. No pain if she doesn't move. So we're going to take her to James Cook by air, mainly because of where she was and it was wet and cold.
It's feared she may have a spinal injury.
She's highly likely to have hyperflexed when she's landed. We always play it safe, and with it being a second injury on top of last week as well, I've got a high index of suspicion.
Harry's beaten the weather, and he's still impressing his crew.
Now that's another sweet landing that I couldn't tell.
You should have seen it where we were. It was coming down sideways.
Becky is being wheeled into resus through the rain.
So the first thing we need to do is lift her up and pull this bag out the way.
1, 2, 3, lift.
She's now the sole focus of the James Cook trauma team.
Today she has been riding and fallen forward over the horse's head, landing onto her neck, complaining of neck and head pain. She's now started with some low back pain. But the little red flag is she also fell on Saturday, so 3 days ago prior.
In the next hour, doctors will have the x-ray results. Her Christmas could depend on them. At Leeds General Infirmary, another of the team's patients has made a remarkable recovery from an accident he was lucky to survive.
Just hang on a second, please. I've got the tube through the cords. Bougie out, please.
When engineer James Gardner arrived in resus, his face was shattered and he had a traumatic brain injury. But during 21 hours of surgery, doctors rebuilt much of his skull. Now he is back on his feet and has returned to his garage.
The trauma of the impact hit my face. I can't tell you exactly how. It broke my arm also. It broke 27 bones in my head. My whole brain got shunted to the back of my skull. It broke both my cheeks completely. Part of my skull broke behind my eye socket, but a hole effectively in the area of the back of my eye. I had a piece of skull poking out through the front of my skull, and the cut goes around. It's around 16 inches, my scar.
James lost the sight in his left eye and spent 7 months in hospitals. But it was with the support of his wife and the thought of being reunited with his 2 children, including a newborn, that pulled him through.
Basically, I could have died multiple times. To have your family basically told that you wouldn't be able to come home unless you had a bed, unless you had your house modified, you'll never be able to drive again, he might not love the children, he might not know his job, he might not be himself, he might not be able to speak, he might not even listen. So I'm very lucky that with the family support and with the doctor's support with it, they were able to push me out of that hole. I need to prove my way through it. So that's what I'm striving to do. Tick boxes.
Strong coffee?
It's coffee time in the crew room, but paramedic Ant is going to miss out on his white with 1.
Right, okay, so that help has been arranged for him, okay? Please do not move him unless he's in danger.
Right, we'll go on this. Doncaster, Don Valley.
Right, okay, police are with you.
Okay. Helimed 98 is being scrambled to a major crash in South Yorkshire, involving 3 cars.
Victor 1 departure out of here. It's a VFR outbound to the south and east. Power's coming in.
Pilot Lee is flying Dr. Steve and his paramedics to the scene.
Boss of the job.
cars racing, one car's hit another car.
2 cars racing?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's just off of York Road in Scawthorpe.
It's a 12-mile flight, 5 minutes.
We've got reports that there's been a road traffic collision. The initial call suggested one of the patients may be unconscious. So in a high mechanism injury and someone that's unconscious, this could be signs of serious head injury. When we go on scene, we'll assess that. We're not entirely sure how many patients there are yet, so we may well have to divide the team to assess all of the patients that are there.
Okay, so there's a 638 there, isn't it? That dual carriage where you can just see braking out in about the middle distance.
Yes.
No, this is A1, about near 12 o'clock. You've got the high rises, just short of the high rises come down.
Oh, yeah.
Lee's homing in on a grid reference given by 999 call taker.
Yeah, visual underneath now.
Underneath now?
Underneath now, yeah, affirm.
But it's incorrect. In the middle of a residential area, there's a scene of carnage.
You visual in your 3?
Yeah. Yeah, roger. Okay, it's going to have to be the corner of the field in the right 1 o'clock.
Yep.
I can't get you any closer than that realistically.
Yeah, that's fine.
Happy?
Yep.
Just give us 2 secs to get a grip on what we've got below us.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, a little bit of slope this up there, isn't it?
Sail's all good.
Okay, you clear out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To be high-powered vehicles, don't they?
If needs be, could relocate onto this carriageway now, couldn't it?
Yes, yeah, in that central area, is doable.
Paramedic Matty and Dr. Steve are joining a major rescue operation.
If you have a look at the one here, I'll check the rest of the scene.
3 cars have crashed. 1 hit a garden wall.
Hey Jock, how you doing, bud? What we got, fella?
The white BMW was wrecked after demolishing a gate post. But the worst casualty is the driver of the black Saab.
Not sure if this gentleman's actually been involved in the original altercation or not. But he's only injured at the moment. Both other drivers are out walking around.
You alright, buddy? My name's Matt, I'm one of the paramedics. Try and keep nice and still for me, mate, alright? Just going to take your wrist a second, mate.
Daniel wasn't at fault.
Just nice and relaxed while I try and get you out. Where's it hurting at the minute? Just somewhere. Okay. Did you have your seatbelt on, mate? Yeah? You've not been knocked out at all?
No.
Do you remember everything that's happened? Yeah. Okay, we're going to get this stretcher to the side, see if we can get you out, and we'll check you up from there, buddy. All right. Well, this gentleman's been driving the vehicle. He's been involved in a collision. I think he's had a rear-end impact and also gone into this wall by the looks of it. He's complaining of some generalised abdominal pain and some pain going into his back, so he could have some internal hemorrhage. He's not been knocked out, so we're just going to get him out of the vehicle and give him a top-to-toe assessment, see if we can find out exactly what's going on.
They need to move Daniel, but there's a danger doing that may worsen any injury. He needs very careful handling. On a fast dual carriageway near Doncaster, the team are about to move injured driver Daniel. But first, Dr. Steve wants to rule out a neck injury.
Has he got any neck pain at all?
No, none.
Don't worry about the collar, just standing out. If it's,
Do you have a mechanism of injury?
Yeah. If he hasn't got neck pain, his neck's all right.
All right, then. I'll put your name on the sheet.
Yeah, put my name on the sheet, that's fine.
Although his neck is okay, Steve wants to examine Daniel's abdomen properly.
We're here to help you. Take as much time as you need. Bottom here, head up that end. We'll give you a hand. Ready, steady, go. Just turn round.
All right, mate. Come on. That's it, fella. We're going to get you to lie down. Okay? Nice and relaxed. I know it's easy for me to say. We want your feet towards Steve and your head towards me, okay?
Ant's been looking at the damage, and he fears Daniel could be hurt despite wearing his seatbelt. He suffered a side-on impact.
There's 3 cars involved, but there's only 1 patient really. The others have just got out of the cars. There's been kind of reports that someone's been speeding, maybe a bit of racing and overtaking. So the lad in this car, quite a lot of damage to his vehicle. But he is alert, he's conscious and breathing. But he's complaining of some abdominal pain and his pulse is slightly raised, so we've got some concerns that potentially there's some injury in his abdomen that we can't see, maybe some bleeding going on. So that's what we're kind of concerned about at the moment.
Yeah. Pop these by the side of your ears, Daniel.
Nice deep breath for me, mate. A bit cold. Yeah, I know, we'll get you wrapped up, mate. I'm just going to cut these jeans off, pal.
Matty's looking for signs of internal bleeding.
Tender abdomen.
Yeah, it's still quite tender. It's more like right-sided actually than where he initially complained.
Access TXA. Yep. And then we'll see what this blood pressure is.
O2?
Yeah, we'll see what...
Still quite pale, isn't he?
He is. I wonder if we're going to end up...
Norgen?
Yeah.
They're going to take him to the Northern General Hospital in Sheffield. It's a major trauma centre.
Fancy a trip in a helicopter?
Why?
Just to get you to the Northern General quicker. Okay.
Why is it urgent?
No, I suspect there's probably nothing to worry about actually.
Really?
But we'd rather be on the safe side.
Yeah.
Okay. The guys at the Northern are used to looking at trauma all day, every day, so...
We'd rather just take you there just in case, mate, than end up having to transfer you again later on. So, because if there is anything wrong, you're in the right place straight away. Yeah. Okay.
Daniel's on his way to hospital. The team are trying not to frighten him, but his injury could be very serious.
Anything else close my eyes?
Of course you can.
So I can fall asleep?
You won't fall asleep.
Why?
Because I'll let you up.
Daniel's blood pressure is low. It's a worrying sign.
With patients like Daniel, he's got a very tender tummy. You can bleed into your abdominal cavity. Nothing spills on the floor, but you can be bleeding to death. We're monitoring him closely, keeping an eye on the trends, but young people are often able to compensate for bleeding until quite a late stage when they decompensate. Early appropriate treatment with TXA has been shown to reduce the risk of deaths and significant morbidity from bleeding later. So that's why we've been quite so proactive in getting the tranexamic acid into Daniel.
Daniel is heading for body scans. The impact he suffered was severe.
The shell of the car, the passenging compartment as we call it, is relatively intact, so it's protected him. Had he been in a smaller vehicle or a older vehicle, I don't know whether he'd be quite so well as he is now.
Helimed 98 is touching down at the doors of A&E. Matty's dispensing some reassurance.
Am I going to be all right?
You'll be absolutely fine, mate, okay? Yeah. Your observations at the minute have settled down, because when we first got there, your heart was racing quite fast, but that could be because we've come out during the excitement of having the car accident as such. But that seems to have settled down now. Your blood pressure's okay. We were just a little bit concerned initially about you having some abdominal pain.
The Northern General's trauma team are about to take over his case.
Okay, Daniel?
Good flying, that, buddy. Yeah, wasn't it?
Not bad for your first day.
Yeah. Next time I'll open my eyes.
Yeah.
Freezing rain and high winds are lashing Yorkshire, and on the hills snow is falling. But high in the Pennines, there's an emergency.
It's a walker who's fallen literally in the middle of Howden Moors, which is near Sheffield. With the weather and stuff like that, it's going to take about an hour for MRT to get to him. I'll set you off.
Dispatcher Paul is scrambling Helimed 99 to a remote patch of moorland.
So I think...
Just at the top of that cliff edge?
Of a taxi.
Where is that cliff edge?
So Stocksbridge is Sheffield.
Okay. So if we get to Lidborough, we've gone too far.
The team are heading up above the snow line. It's below zero at the airbase.
Ooh, it's cold.
Right, out to the... Where's the wind coming from over the hangar? Out to the grass, and we'll just go vertical from there. Can we? Lefty.
Paramedics Andy and Sammy with Dr. Sarah know that in these conditions, even a minor injury can quickly become life-threatening for the patient.
Right, nose is coming left, tail's coming right.
It's the world's worst weather today and it's snow. Why would you go walking? Yeah, I think they've picked the most remote spot and the highest point that they possibly could have.
Visibility is only just good enough for pilot Jeff to get the team to the patient.
The weather today is horrendous and it sounds like they've fallen over and broken their leg, and because they're outside and it's freezing, they're going to get really sick really quickly.
The cloud base is coming down. If they can't get through, the walker's life is at risk.
Cold has multiple effects on the body and hypothermia is really quite dangerous. But with regards to trauma, people who get really cold have a problem with their blood clotting. They can lose a huge amount of blood when they wouldn't do otherwise if they were a bit warmer. So we do need to take control of that quite quickly.
Jeff's heading up into the foothills of the Peak District. Thankfully, the walker has given them a very accurate map reference.
In your 9 o'clock, mate, it looks like somebody's wearing a red top. See it?
Oh yeah, I can see them.
That's where grid is. That's 99, we've landed near the patient almost.
It is blowing a hoolie.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Shut the door!
Sammy is heading out into the gale to meet the patient's walking partner. The moor is treacherous underfoot.
I am, how are you? I'm good, man. He's got over on his ankle. He's, well, as you can tell, quite windy. Yes. Blew it over. He went over on his ankle and he can't wait there on it.
The walkers were trekking across craggy, rough terrain when Les Gleave from Greater Manchester slipped and fell.
It's a combination of cold, wind, wet, but when you're exposed on hills like this, it can get pretty bad and you can go down very, very quickly.
Because of its extreme.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to look at it.
No,
okay.
It's too cold.
Yeah. We're going to get you out. How long have you been down here?
I don't know, maybe an hour if that.
Bless you. Oh, guys.
The priority is to get Les off the moor as quickly as possible. The weather is closing in, and it could ground Helimed 99.
Are you always walking all weathers?
Yes, we do, yeah.
It looks like Les's ankle is broken, but the fastest way to get him to the helicopter is to walk in with support.
It's quite lumpy around here.
Yeah.
As you found out.
Don't put weight on your poorly foot. Wait for my mate to come back. Wait for my mate to come back.
You've gone on a funny day to go walking. Did you think it was going to be like this? No. Didn't you think it was going to be bad?
Dr. Sarah fears Les may already have hypothermia.
We'll help you up with your feet.
Okay, mate. Right, can you move up a little bit?
Just mind your head, mind your head.
Keep moving up, we've got about
Shuffle your
foot there.
Shuffle your butt backwards.
He and his friend were well equipped. It's just as well. Exposure kills quickly in the peaks. Les's mate is going to have to walk back to their car alone.
Right, we'll get up before we lose this bit of clearance we've got. And we're just going out behind us. Okay, mate.
Jeff is flying their patient to hospital in Sheffield.
Helimed 99 off, mate. Just lifted off from the moors just to the west of Stockbridge. We're going into Northern General Hospital in Sheffield.
Les's body temperature is now rising.
Les has been quite lucky actually. He's coggled over on his ankle and it looks like he's just got an isolated ankle injury. We've not fully exposed him to be honest, but he says that he's not hurt anything else and his pain score is really, really low. So he's actually been really lucky. I think the worst of his sort of injuries may have been getting too cold.
The aircraft heaters have been turned up to the max, and Les is wrapped in an electric blanket.
I thought you were going to give him some skin-to-skin handing. That was for you.
I was saving it for you.
Oh, thank you.
RS99 on approach Northern General.
Les will be heading for x-rays once his temperature has returned to normal.
RS99 has landed.
He's very grateful.
Thank you so much for helping me.
You're very welcome.
He and his friend are serious walkers.
I didn't envy Aaron's little jaunt back to the car.
He'll be fine, honestly. He will be fine.
But it might be a long time before Les is fit to walk again.
We don't need to call a trauma team, so he's going to go into the main bit of A&E with all the other patients. So they'll warm him up a little bit and then he'll have an x-ray of his ankle to see if he's broken that or not. Fingers crossed he hasn't, then he'll be able to go home later on, but otherwise he's not going to be walking for a little while yet.
The North York Moors is one of the UK's most unspoiled landscapes. 500 square miles of moorland crisscrossed by country lanes. But when there's a medical emergency up here, help can be a long time coming.
Hey mate, got a job. It's Fadmore, York. It sounds like an MI in the middle of nowhere.
At RAF Topcliffe, the crew of Helimed 98 are being scrambled to a man with a heart attack on a remote moorland road.
Clear area departure out to the left into wind.
For paramedics Lisa and Rachel, it's a race against time.
RS98 lifted, routing Fadmore.
It's a 10-minute flight.
We've been called out to a gentleman who's pulled up at the side of the road in quite a rural area who's suffering from chest pain. Due to his age, he's at potential risk of suffering from myocardial infarction, which is a heart attack. So we obviously need to get there quite quickly and treat and transfer to hospital as soon as possible if that is the case.
Obviously, with it being quite a rural area, the land ambulance is actually quite a way away, about 25 minutes, so we'll be there a lot quicker than they will. He's parked up at the side of a road in a white van, approximately 1 kilometre north of Rudland Farm.
Right.
And he sounds quite breathless on the phone to the call taker.
But first, they need to find their patient. He's told 999 controllers he's parked on a single-track road, across from a grouse moor.
Oh, just approaching 3 minutes. White van should be pretty standout, to be honest.
Yeah. There is something parked up just below.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is
Yeah.
I think that might be it.
Have you got visual with the van?
Yeah, we think
I
so.
think so, yeah.
We've got visual with the white something.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
waving.
Right. Got a bit of a ditch at your side, Lee.
Yeah, I'll have for that.
Lee's landing his medics a short walk from the man in a van.
There's plenty of clips, blades to all.
Thanks, mate. We're down.
Okay.
Yep.
Hello, sweetheart.
My name's Rachel.
What do we call you, my love? Barry.
Barry Leaf was assessing highway conditions when he was taken ill.
Okay, no worries. Just try and slow that breathing down for me. I know, it's hard when you're on your own.
Barry's one of more than 100,000 people who experience a heart attack every year in the UK.
How long have you been sat here, sweetheart? About half an hour. Is that at what time it came on, this?
Yeah.
You got any pain in your chest?
Not particularly.
Not particularly. And what came on first, the aching or the breathing?
I got sweats.
You got hot sweats first.
All the questions will help Rachel work out what sort of heart attack this is. Everyone's symptoms are different.
Have you had chest pain at all?
Not particularly, no.
Right, my love. We need to bob these stickers on your chest, okay? Have you got a hairy chest under there? No? That makes life a bit easier.
Rachel's wiring Barry up to an ECG heart monitor.
Okay, have you got any past medical history? Anything we need to know about? No. Right, just try breathe normally and try not to shiver if you can. Just for a couple of minutes.
The readout shows a telltale trace of changes in Barry's heart rhythm.
I don't know whether it's elevation in 2-3 and AVF. Yeah, it looks it.
There's a blockage in one of the blood vessels supplying his heart. He's in danger of suffering a cardiac arrest.
So Barry, there are some changes on your ECG that suggested that you might be having a heart attack, okay? Right, we'll try and keep you warm, all right, sweetheart? Air desk medic 1. The plan will be for us to transport. We're just going to get him on aircraft and then initiate treatment because it's freezing here.
There's no time to waste. Every minute's delay causes more damage to their patient's heart.
Just sit the patient on it and drive him down to here.
Lisa's thinking on her feet.
Right, if you want to come this way, that'd be great. This guy's going to drive him back at aircraft. Awesome. You've been on a quad bike before? You're about to get on a quad bike, all right, just so we can get you back at aircraft and get you loaded on, and then we can get you warmed up and we can give you a proper assessment, all right?
Half an hour ago, it was a routine working day for Barry.
Just take it nice and steady, you might feel a little bit woozy, that's all.
Now, he's on his way to the cardiac unit, 30 miles away in Middlesbrough.
Right, Barry, you're going to feel a sharp scratch, Flower, OK? Try not to flinch.
Rachel's giving Barry blood thinners and a drug to dilate blood vessels. Lisa's alerting the hospital cath lab.
Air desk medic 1, could you put the pre-alert into James Cook PPCI, please, with no mobile phone signal?
Yeah, go for it, Lisa. Push your details.
So the intention's to take to PPCI. Can you just ring James Cook and let him know?
Yeah, we'll do, please.
Barry's on his way to surgeons, who will remotely remove the blood clot using a microscopic cutter fed into his heart through a vein in his leg.
It's going to be a clear area departure at 12 o'clock using the low ground on the left 10 o'clock. So we've got flying speed, just going to climb up now, just get us over this turbulent air.
Speed is of the essence.
You all right, Reg? Yeah, fine. Just giving him some GTN, so BP's nice and stable. I'd say we're 5 mil looking at this V2. Yeah. 5-6 mil.
Has it climbed since we've been with him, or has it always been?
It's always, that V2 has always looked like that. You know, even when I quickly put him on monitoring in car. So I think it's been a barn door from the start, to be honest.
Yeah.
His heart attack looks serious.
Receiving.
Yeah, Lisa, I spoke to PCI. They have accepted. Security are aware of your arrival at next 10 minutes.
Roger.
The team are concerned Barry may go into cardiac arrest.
So I'm just going to bob the pads on that we use in case we need to defibrillate somebody. Just because you're at higher risk, obviously, when you're having a heart attack.
Is he still no pain, Rich?
Yeah, it's 3 out of 10, but it's more his ache for his shoulder, so that's what I've given him GTN, so hopefully.
Yeah.
We've treated him with aspirin, we've treated him with glycerin trinitrate spray, and also we've given him some ondansetron, which just helps to stop him feeling sick. He is quite uncomfortable, bless him, but we will be taking him straight to the cath labs for a PPCI, which is where they bob a wire straight up into the heart and clear out any clots which are causing the heart attack.
Barry's feeling sick, and his pain is worse.
You all right, Barry? We're nearly there.
The James Cook Hospital is a welcome sight for the team.
We're down.
Head S98, we've landed James Cook. It's still quite cold, Barry. Yeah. Because you're getting quite a lot more uncomfortable. I'm going to give you some morphine, sweetheart. All right. Yeah. Just try not to panic. I know the worry can make you feel a little bit worse.
Barry's pale and sweating. Bad signs for heart patients.
Right, sweetheart. We're going to get you out at aircraft now. You happy just to slide out gently? Yeah, ready when you are. Yeah. Should we go halfway and then?
Yeah.
Just pop your hands down, Chuck. Ready?
Just grab on the end, right? Yeah. Just watch that.
They want their patient inside the cath lab as quickly as possible.
Right, so we're ready to go.
Yeah. Are you guys all right driving bottom if I drive top?
His heart trace is faltering.
Is he in VF? Everybody clear?
Barry's going into cardiac arrest.
Right, is he still in VF? Yeah, he's got a pulse again. Barry?
VF means his heart is fluttering uselessly rather than pumping.
Barry!
Inside the cath lab, the team are fighting to keep their patient alive. Thankfully, doctors managed to restart Barry's heart and remove the blood clot. 48 hours later, he returned home and was able to celebrate his 40th wedding anniversary.
The guys at the Northern are used to looking at trauma all day, every day.
Because if there is anything wrong, you're in the right place straight away, okay?
Daniel, the driver injured in a 3-car smash near Doncaster, left hospital the same day after doctors ruled out internal bleeding. Police took no action against the other 2 drivers because of lack of evidence.
We'll help you up with your feet.
Okay, mate.
Walker Les suffered a very bad ankle sprain when he fell one wintry day in the Peak District. He was on crutches for 6 weeks. His walking partner safely made it back to his car through the snow.
Right, you stay still. We're going to pull your helmet off. Ready, steady. I have control. You stay still.
And luckily, jockey Becky, who was thrown from her horse near Middleham, didn't break her neck, and she was back in the saddle a few days later.